It is the study of chemical composition of natural and the synthetic material. Where are you interested in the quantitative and the qualitative assessment of the element and compound that make up the substance to be analyzed, unlike other branches of chemistry, such as inorganic chemistry or organic chemistry. Analytical chemistry is not limited to a specific type of compound or a specific type of chemical reaction. The properties studied in analytic chemistry include engineering properties such as the shape of a molecule and distribution of atoms in them, to properties such as composition and identification of component from element. Analytical chemistry consists of classical wet chemical method and modern instrumental method. Classical qualitative method use separation such as precipitation, extraction and distillation. Identification may be based on difference in color, odor, melting point, boiling point, radioactivity or reactivity. Classical quantitative analysis uses mass or volume change to quantify amount. Instrumental method may be used to separate sample using chromatography, electrophoresis or field flow fractionation. Then qualitative and qualitative analysis can be performed often with the same instrument and may use light interaction, heat interaction, electric field and magnetic field. Often the same instrument can separate, identify and quality and analyze. Analytical chemistry is also focused on improvement in experimental design, chemometric, and the creation of a new measurement tool. Analytic chemistry has a broad application to medicine, science, and engineering. It has been important since the early days of the chemistry, providing method for determining which element and chemicals are present in object in question. During this period, significant contribution to analytical chemistry include the development of seismic elemental analysis by Justus von Liebig and the seismitized organic analysis based on the specific reaction of functional groups. The first instrumental analysis was flame emissive spectrometry developed by Robert Benson and Gustav Kirchhoff, who discovered rubidium and cesium in 1860. Most of the major development in analytic chemistry take place after 1900. During this period, instrumental analysis became progressively dominant in the field. In particular, many of the basic spectroscopic and spectrometric techniques were discovered in the early 20th century and refined at the late of the 20th century. The separation science follow a similar timeline of development, also become increasingly transformed into a high-performance instrument. In the 1970th century, many of these techniques began to be used together as a hybrid technique to achieve a complete characterization of a sample. Starting in approximately the 1970th century into a present day, analytic chemistry has progressively become more inclusive of biological question. Weather-wise, it had previously been largely focused on inorganic or small organic molecules. Lasers have been increasingly used in chemistry as a probes and even to inhibit and influence a wide variety of reaction. The late 20th century also saw an expansion of application of analytical chemistry from somewhat academic chemical question to forensic, environmental, industrial, and medical questions such as histology. Modern analytical chemistry is dominated by instrumental analysis. Many analytical chemists focus on a single type of instrument. Academics tend to either focus on new application and discoveries or a new method of analysis. The discovery of a chemical present in blood increase the risk of cancer would be discovery that an analytical chemist might be involved in. An effort to develop a new method might involve the use of tunable laser to increase the specificity and sensitivity of the spectrometric method. Many methods once developed are kept purposely static so that data can be compared over a period of time. This is particularly true in the industrial quality assurance, forcing and the environmental application. Analytical chemistry plays an increasingly important role in the pharmaceutical industry, where aside of it is used in the discovery of a new drug condition, and in clinical application where understanding and instruction between the drug and the patient are critical.